interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it's one we all share.
Hello and welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Morgan, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. We hope this Orca Encounter will help give you a better understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
Orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and Shouka will help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for taking a quick breath from the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like they're located in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the black area in front of the white patch, camouflaged with thrashing prey. The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and is mainly used to help stabilize killer whales as they swim, as well as regulate body temperature. There's no bone or muscle in there, so it may curve over time. Unlike the pectoral flippers, which have 5 bony digits in them just like a human hand. Pectoral flippers are mainly used for steering and stopping. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the engine of the killer whale, propelling them at speeds of almost 30 miles per hour. But they swim the fastest and use the most power by launching their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up into the water.
Oh, did you see that, boy?
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation.
Traveled to Hawaii and my daughter stayed with Orca.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's awesome.
Whistles to socialize in the pond.
That's so cool.
And calls for group coordination and hunting.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Awesome.
Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family.
He's falling off the ears.
Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They use pectoral slaps on the surface to assert dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they preach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild. As you can see, killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean supply.
Oh, the sign's missing. We are on the website.
Yeah.
All the way up there says website. Oh, yeah.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and and catch their
I rub
prey.
it dry.
Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the
Look at that, he
world.
rubbed it dry. Yeah, we're in the wet zone.
The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves.
It's coming.
Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Circle them up and then slap them with their tails and knock them out. Very neat. Super smart.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. You've seen our whales demonstrating this similar behavior right here in front of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over the ice, knocking unsuspecting seals into the water. Watch as Amaya demonstrates this similar wave-making technique, showing off some of the impressive and complex hunting behaviors that killer whales have developed around the world. Crashing in front of you, but it's hard to understand just how much water is displaced until you get to experience it firsthand. Luckily, my volunteer here, Eli, is going to come on down and show you guys just how powerful these killer whales are. So why don't you have a seat right here? Everybody help me, let's get her pumped up, let's hear it! All right, it looks like we've got Kai coming. You ready? You got this? Hold on tight. Here he comes. Everyone give her a big round of applause! What do you think? Awesome. Thank you so much for volunteering and showing off the power of the killer whale. Don't worry, the sun will come back out. You'll dry off soon. Now, you guys have learned that killer whales live in every part of the ocean, so it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen in front of you is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times larger and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a whale Amaya's size prey on a whale that size out in the wild? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team player.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and to practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales spend a lot of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when a killer whale swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. You'll see them do this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat, or when surfing in a wave.
爸爸说了，爸爸保证别怕。等会儿看爸爸。
Killer whales like to be touched and will often run their bellies across when they can. We see our whales demonstrating this same behavior just like killer whales in British Columbia. You'll also see killer whales imitate each other in the wild. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The killer whales are always mimicking and learning from one another. Now, playful behavior does have a purpose. For example, in hunting, a tail whip is used to stun fish. But today, I think our whales might just be stunning all of you. The whales here all take an active role in their health and well-being. For example, we can line them up with ultrasounds like you saw on the screen. We can do body checks, eye exams, and we even brush our whales' teeth every single day. We can also obtain a blood sample from the vein that runs in their flukes. And we can even slide them up on the scale like you can see Orkid doing in the video in front of you. We weigh our whales once a week, making sure that our young whales are growing at proper rates and our older whales are maintaining healthy rates. Now, of course, none of this would be possible without the trusted relationships that we build with our whales right here at SeaWorld each and every day. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you guys to one of the superstars of our presentation today. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Orkid. Now, Orkid is actually the first killer whale born at SeaWorld San Diego, so we are very proud of that fact. She is one of the smartest whales in our pods and loves learning. Orkid has participated in countless research studies that have helped her wild counterparts. She's also inspired millions of guests over her lifetime to take better care of our oceans. We challenge our whales to learn new things each and every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep our whales in amazing shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the whale population's nutrition and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.